On today's program, we're going to take these two bikes, put them in the back of that truck right there, this truck right here, with a 6.5 foot bed, this bed right here, and close the tailgate. We'll be doing this with those in here. It's gonna be two bikes in one bed. All sorts of crazy stuff could happen. You never know. They are adults. Essentially, it's like a bike sandwich with, of course, this isn't a long bed, you doofus. Those are for crazy people. If you are one of those guys that has an 8-foot bed, putting two bikes in the back of the truck and closing the tailgate is not gonna be a problem because you're gonna be able to leave them straight. But if you're like most of the rest of the world and you don't have a long bed, you might have like a 6-foot bed or 6.5 foot bed, you can put two dirt bikes in the back of the truck. This is a 6.5 foot bed, and those are the beds that I like the most because they don't look super ugly and you can still get some good utility out of them, as we're about to show. Hey guys, you're watching Dirt Bike Channel. I'm your host, Kyle Brotherson, and you would not believe how many times I've been asked, how do I fit two bikes in the back of a short bed truck, at least a 6.5 foot bed truck, and I'm able to also shut the tailgate? We're gonna show you that today. Please don't tell anyone that this ramp is a leftover from my four-wheeler days.
Awkward.
Cool thing about doing the bikes like this is you can just set them to the side. You want to bring them into the side, and then you can set it up there on the side of the truck just like that and let it stand on its own while you grab the other bike. Now we got this baby in here. You can set those off to the side like this, is how I want to show that, and let that stand there for a second. Okay, so the trick to this is making sure that the bikes are as far over to the side as possible, and then bringing both tires together in the middle up here to kiss, like I'll show you. So sometimes you might be able to go on the other side of the bike right here, off the back, and drag this tire all the way over and pull it towards you. If if that will help, because what you're going to do is you're going to cock your handlebars all the way like this and then make them meet right in the middle. So I'm going to bring that up right there, and that's what I'm looking for, is essentially the front tires to meet right in the middle. That'll work. And you'll notice they are standing up on their own because they're leaned up against the side of the bed here. So that now we just grab our tie downs. Now just hook your tie downs. You might want to hook the outside tie downs first if you're alone and you don't have anybody to hold the bikes. And then, so I've got this one here. I'm going to flip this tie down over that tire so it can go over to the other bike. The cool thing about this method is you can get your tailgate shut. And I think it's also a really secure way to load, to have the bikes in the truck. In fact, I've started to load my bikes like this even when I only have one bike in the truck, just along the side of the bed. The reason why I think it's kind of cool doing it that way is that then when the bike is all the way over here on the side, I can still see out of my rear view window or my rear view mirror straight back through here because you've got a clear shot. So even if I've only got one bike in, I've kind of been doing it like this with, along the side. With the bikes tied down like this and them both kind of giving pressure on the front wheel there, and they're kind of pinched into the front of the bed, you don't need them to be super tight. You don't need to compress your forks a ton because they're pulling against each other and they're solid. They're not going to move. One of the things I've learned recently is not all 6.5 foot beds are made equal, and you do have to have a 6.5 foot bed to make this work. On Sam's truck, his GMC, his 6.5 foot bed is like 4 or 5 inches shorter than mine, at least 3 inches shorter. And so some of the time it's hard for you to get these things in there, and some of the time you're gonna have to go up there and really pull on these. And if you come up to the front and just grab it here and pull this tire all the way over, and get that bike pinched, because when you pull this tire up like this, you can help kind of compress the entire bike, and that will make it so your tailgate can close. So that's something to just watch out for if you've got one of those shorter 6.5 foot beds. Now it's time for the money shot. Can you put your ramp and then gear bags on top of that and do this? Yes, you can. We're gonna use voodoo magic. They just tend to stay. One here, and then I will shoot this guy. Oh, crazy, I know. Now just hook your tie downs. You might wanna, whoa. Door shut, I mean tailgate shut, right? 2 bikes in the truck together with the tailgate shut. Of course this isn't a long bed, you doofus. Hey guys, if you didn't already know, Patreon is the best way to support Dirt Bike Channel. We've got some really cool rewards over there, so click on the link up here that you see to become a patron. That'll take you directly to our site, and you can check everything out. You can donate as little as $1 per month, and it would really, really help us out. Thanks a ton, guys.